Oh man, sad news for Indianapolis Colts. Backup quarterback Sam Ehlinger is down with a knee sprain yesterday after last night's victory against the Detroit Lions. Sam Ehlinger he finished with 2 for 2, 60 yards. He threw a bomb. He threw a bomb down the field to Patman, 60 yards. It was a beautiful pass. He was actually 3 for 3. Sorry, 3 for 3 for 63 yards. He threw a bomb down the field to Patman. Pretty much was one of the highlights, or probably is the highlight of the game yesterday between the Colts and Lions. The Colts did win 27-17. There was a beautiful pass. He escaped pressure, threw it wide open down the field to Patman. Patman beat double coverage. Pretty much a soft coverage for Detroit, but Patman was wide open. I said yesterday it was a beautiful pass, a beautiful way to escape the pressure. But I said anybody on the quarterback roster could have made that pass. Patman was just so wide open. Like, he had no choice but to put it on the money. And he put it in the perfect landing spot for Patman to catch it and to run out of bounds. So it was a beautiful pass. Like I said, there's no knock on the attempt for Ehlinger, but like I said, Eason, he probably would have put it in the end zone, but Patman still could have caught it. Or Brett Huntley, he could have made that pass as well, because Brett Huntley has a decent arm as well. Like I said, Ehlinger, a lot of people said Ehlinger lacked arm strength. Well, not arm strength, but, throwing. Well, they say he lacks arm strength, but that pass that transpired yesterday didn't have anything to do with his arm strength at all. I just think it was a beautiful pass, and he was wide open. I think anybody can make any quarterback talent that can throw the football can make that pass. That happened yesterday with him to Patman. I might receive some messages about that pass or what I just said in my comments, but it is what it is at the end of the day, and I stand by it. Like I said, anybody could have made that 60-yard pass. No knock on Ehlinger at all. It was a beautiful pass. Like I said, and him escaping the pressure to get that off was beautiful as well. But we're not here to talk about that. Ehlinger did have a knee sprain. They said they listed him out for 5 to 6 weeks. Of course, we know Eason's the backup starter anyway. So, like I said, I don't even know if Ehlinger was going to see the field next season. I mean, going into his rookie year, I don't know if he was going to see the field at all. Like I said, and maybe if Eason maybe stinks next year in the beginning of the year, if he stinks or if Wentz isn't ready, or he comes back and he stinks, yeah, of course, Ehlinger would get his spot or it's time to shine. But Eason was already quarterback number 2, so there was no question about it at all. Like I said, it was unfortunate he went down with that injury. We didn't get to see a lot of them. Eason got pulled early yesterday, and they wound up throwing in Brett Huntley, who actually threw a pick 6 at the beginning on his first snap. He threw a pick 6, but it got overturned, so it wound up just qualifying as an interception. But Brett Huntley, at the end of the game, pretty much led the Colts to the victory, him and the run game in general. Brett Huntley did scramble a lot yesterday, but the run game did very well in the fourth quarter. The first 3 quarters were pretty much dismal. Nobody figured out what the heck the Colts were doing. The coverage on defense was soft. We couldn't tackle anybody. But I feel like the Kwity Paye had a strip fumble at the beginning of the game, which was beautiful. But overall, in general, after Paye went out, which was pretty early, the defense was just bad. Rocky Sin, he got beat off a quick slant, and he didn't even try to tackle the guy. And, they wound up scoring off of that, which pretty much gave them momentum. David Blau, the quarterback that played for Detroit yesterday, the starting quarterback from Purdue, people wound up telling me who he was because I was just so confused. He looked like Lamar Jackson out there. He was out there scrambling, making some decent passes. Like I said, it was soft coverage, so he was just finding targets up the middle every time. But the Colts wind up figuring it out late at the end. I feel like the momentum was definitely pushed over in the fourth quarter from Huntley and LeMay. I feel like Jackson had 2 touchdowns as well, but LeMay and Huntley, I feel like, in my opinion, were the true reasons of us having a chance of winning that game. Of course, Curtis Bolton caught an interception yesterday, but like I said, Huntley and Benny LeMay definitely carried the toll of the Colts yesterday in that game. But overall, in general, the run game in the fourth quarter was pretty much superb. It was what I was looking for the whole game because we rarely ran the football in the first 3 quarters. Jordan Glasgow was really good, in my opinion. Sean Davis had a very bad night. He had a very bad night, the rookie Sean Davis. He had a very bad night tackling. He came out the gate beginning. He had 6 tackles, so he caught my eye. But then after that last tackle, he just was like he just disappeared. You couldn't find him. It was very bad, tackling wise. The team in general. George Odom, he had a concussion. Granton, he looked pretty solid. Mike Strong looked pretty solid at the end as well. He had a few good passes yesterday. But like I said, Brent Huntley, he had 6 carries for 30 yards. Ehlinger ran one time. Wilkins ran one time. Ehlinger tried to get the ball to Sam Tabby on the lateral. It was a terrible play, in my opinion, from what I've seen yesterday as well. But Deion Jackson had 10 carries and 81 yards. He had a touchdown. Huntley was 1 for 1. Jacob Eason, he did pretty decent. 10 for 14, no touchdowns, but 74 yards. He caught a beautiful out route to Granson to the sideline. He had a very few good passes yesterday, in my opinion. Eason, you guys asked me who played the best out of all of them. I would say Easton, of course. But we didn't get to see Ehlinger due to the injury that he sustained, so it wouldn't be fair to actually choose who had the best quarterback play yesterday. But like I said, Ehlinger, that the pass that he threw to Patman was just beautiful. I think he would have had a solid game. Like I said, I think Ehlinger definitely would have had. That game yesterday was definitely Ehlinger's style of play. The way that Detroit was playing, I feel like Ehlinger could have had a very good game yesterday against them if he didn't go down. Like I said, once again, Ehlinger going down has nothing to do with the quarterback position for the backup role. Like I said, we all knew Eason was going to win that anyway, due to the training camp status of how he played in training camp and the preseason in general. Jacob Eason had a pretty solid preseason and training camp. Like I said, both guys are solid backups in my opinion. Can't go wrong with either or. But when you come to arm strength, actually throwing power, and sitting in the pocket, you want to go with Jacob Eason. Simple as that. Like I said, there's no knock on Ehlinger. I'm pretty sure we probably wasn't going to see Ehlinger play this year anyway. Patman had 2 receptions, 64 yards, not bad. Tariq Black had a few good catches. Tyler Vaughns had a few catches as well. Doolin had 2 catches. But it comes down to that final roster spot for a wide receiver that we talk about all the time. The quarterbacks, Ehlinger, Eason, Huntley tried to get the targets in a lot yesterday. Strong could have had about 3 touchdowns, but he dropped 2 of them in the end zone, which was unfortunate because it was kind of like almost, a guaranteed touchdown situation with him, and he just dropped them. It was beautiful passes led to him, but it was unfortunate that he dropped it, but it is what it is. But the last roster spot, most people are talking about Doolin or Patman, but I think Doolin's going to win out that roster spot. I would love to see Patman make the spot, but when it comes to special teams, I think Doolin's going to win that role because he's good at special teams. Patman just simply isn't. But it is what it is at the end of the day. For that situation, when it comes to the running backs, of course, I was a big Benny LeMay fan yesterday. He surprised me. He had a lot of Marlon Mack-like tendencies, so I kind of wanted him over Wilkins because we all still think Wilkins is trade bait at this point if we were going to make any move with him. We know he barely sees the field anyway, so I was kind of like, if we could get a running back, I would want to put Benny LeMay on the roster due to his production yesterday. I feel like he almost reminds me of Wilkins, but I think he's more of a Marlon Mack style type running back. Very aggressive, and I liked his performance yesterday. I really did, because he was just toting the football very well. But like I said, once again, Sam Ehlinger sustained a knee strain, so he's going to be out from 5 to 6 weeks. Prayers for a speedy recovery. We don't know if he's going to need surgery or anything extraordinary to heal this procedure, but hopefully he gets better, man. Like I said, the pass that he threw was a highlight. Hopefully he gets healthy quicker than normal. Hopefully the team is healthy for week 1. We play the Seahawks. The NFL season is here. You guys let me know your thoughts on the preseason game yesterday. Let me know your thoughts about Sam Ehlinger, his performance, that pass. Let me know about that and the rest of the quarterback plays. Let me know about the Colts in general going into week 1. And who do you think should make the roster spots, man? Who do you think should be cut? Let me know all these things in the description, in the comment section below. This is Marcus, and until then, you've been Culture Shock.